is Salman, and I'm here today to talk to you about my toys. And as promised, it's not Batman. This week, in fact, we have a Transformer. This is not Optimus Prime. Okay, now that the obvious is out of the way, I have no idea how I got this toy. I assume it belonged to an older relative, maybe passed down onto me. I've had it my entire life. And for whatever reason, my mom told me this was Optimus Prime. Now, I'm actually rather impressed that she knows the name of any Transformers, especially back in the early 90s. So, all I knew was this was Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, but leader of the good guys. I didn't know Autobots yet. It's a pretty cool figure. I always loved it. And let's run through the transformation sequence real quick. So, as you can see, stand the figure up. Pop these back, pop out the hands, ta-da! Pop out the legs, pop out the legs, pop out the leg! Pop out the legs if you can. Pop out the legs. Pop up this little torso plate here, and pop out the head. One cool thing about this figure is he's got like this extra head on the back. And growing up, I had no idea why he had two heads. I assumed, little 4 or 5-year-old me, that this was some kind of transitionary head. That the final figure should look like this. And that as he's transforming, the head pops up. And then grows bigger. Because I had seen Power Rangers, but not Transformers. As I said, I didn't know who this was. I don't know Transformers. As I grew up, I learned a little bit more about Transformers. And the first thing I learned was the original Generation 1 Transformers, they all sucked. Yeah, controversial opinion time. The original Transformers are terrible toys. I mean, sure, for the day, for what they were, the GoBots were better. But they have a lasting legacy. But the original toys were terrible. Prison survival tip. Go up to the biggest guy in the yard, punch him. Let him know you're here. Hi, Transformers fans. I figured, well, this figure doesn't suck. It has articulation. It has transformation more complex than stand up. Although it does just stand up, yeah. So this clearly had to be like one of those Generation 2 toys that came along later, back when they started learning things like articulation and transformation. But try as I might, I could not find him on any online databases. I went to Hoobit, the Transformers identifier. Is that the G.I. Joe identifier? I'll put a link in the description. There you go. And I put in Blue Fire Truck, and wouldn't you know it? This turned out to be 1986's Hotspot, leader of the He forms the torso of Defensor. That right there, that he is the torso of a combiner, really helped me understand some of the weird features of this guy, including the extra head. What you do is this figure originally came with 4 other figures, a lot more G1-y looking. They just kind of stood up. The hands would slide in. These pegs would pop in there. I still can't do Transformers. And these legs pop over. These legs pop over. This head pops back in. There you go. And this head pops back up, and you got torso mode activated. And you get a little arm there, little arm there, little leg there, little leg there, bunch of those little pieces, and you got Defensor, who has like 2 points of articulation, like do that, 3, 4. But anyway, I always had a soft spot in for this guy, even though he is G1. He's the one G1 figure I can really get behind. I know it's an unpopular opinion. I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't get into it. The Transformers of my childhood were the Michael Bay movies, which came out in 2007, when I was 17. I had a long childhood. It's still not over. Recommendations. If you're a G1 fan, let's be honest, you already have this figure. Come on now. If you're just a regular Transformers fan, any of the eras, you want a cool figure, if you can get the whole box set, probably pretty neat. On its own, it really only has that nostalgia value going for me. He's okay. you can find this guy for, a couple bucks, hey, rule going forward on this show. If you can find any of these things for like a couple bucks at a flea market, get them. Why not? They're great. They're toys. Before I go, one last fun little feature. The rub sign. That's how you can tell it's an authentic Transformer. You put your finger over this little black spot here, hold it down, get it warm, warmer, 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 and what do you know? You can see a little Autobot symbol. Neat, huh? Well, I've been Salman, and join me next week where I probably talk about Batman again. Bye! Okay, let's turn off the camera now. Doodle 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 da da doodle 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 doo 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 doodle doodle doo doodle doodle doo doodle doo 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 doodle doo 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 doo.